Hi there. The Meran system in the semi-Slav takes its name from the town of Merano in Italy. So this is called the Merano trap. After d4 and d5, c4, the Queen's Gambit and the Slav defense with c6. After knight f3, knight f6 and e3, black plays e6. And in the Meran system, we're likely to see a capture on c4 with b5. So white plays knight c3, black develops knight bd7, bishop d3, and now black goes for that aforementioned capture. D takes on c4, and white wastes a tempo to recapture, bishop takes e4 and b5. The bishop drops back to d3, and a6 supports the pawn on b5, which is going to allow black to play c5 at an opportune moment. And here white then takes hold of the center with e5, allowing c5 to be played. And now white goes for the move e5 here, a very popular move played at all levels. Kramnik and Morozevich, I noticed, have played this here, where black will respond aggressively with c takes on d4. Now the knight on c3 can jump to e4, but very popular is this aggressive variation, knight takes on b5 by white. So black's going to continue with knight takes on e5, and after knight takes on e5, now black can recapture. In fact, Kasparov has played this with the black pieces, as has Anand, Shirov and Kramnik. So extremely popular on both sides. After a takes on b5, white's most obvious continuation is bishop takes on b5. But we're not going to look at that. We're looking at a slight sideline, the move queen to f3, which ensures that the rook is being targeted on a8. Or maybe queen a5 might be a possibility here, perhaps bishop b4 check. But rook b8 is fine, it maintains the tension. Now knight c6, forking the queen and the rook. So bishop b7 ensures that the knight now on c6 is pinned to the queen on f3. Bishop now recaptures the pawn on b5, and we've got all sorts of discovered attacks looming with the knight moving out the way, with a discovered attack of the bishop on b5. Queen b6 hits the bishop on b5. So that's going to be defended. But rather than queen b6, also very playable here, and perhaps black's best chance would have been to drop the knight back to d7 to ensure that there's no discovered attacks on the king. After queen b6, a4 defends the bishop, and now rook c8 targets the knight. If bishop takes, bishop could have taken on c6, and then bishop takes on c6 would ensure white has a slight edge. After a4, rook c8, now knight a7 is going to ensure that we're going to have a lot of trades now. First we've got the check, and after king to d8, and instead of king d8, we should also have a look at queen takes on b5, which was also possible. Queen takes on b5, a takes on b5, black gets the queen, bishop takes f3. After knight takes on c8, bishop takes g2, rook g1 and bishop d5, with a slight yet important advantage here for white. Again going back, after knight a7, we're looking at king d8 here, and white gets advantage after knight takes on c8, which hits the queen now on b6. If the queen moves out the way with check, and leaving white's queen en prise on f3, then bishop d2 interposes the check, hits in turn black's queen on a5, queen takes on b5, getting a piece for her troubles, but then a takes on b5, bishop takes f3, g takes f3, and king takes on c8, again leaves white with a slight yet clear advantage. So this has been the Merano trap in the Meran system of the semi-Slav. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.